No, I did not go to school for 4 years and build the platform to be talked to like this.
Yeah. So she starts. So this is where you start to see the emotional breakdowns. My response to this, of course, is to mock her. That's my response, right? It's instant. You go, girl, right? I don't care about your pedigree. I'm not there to engage with however you think your pedigree needs to be treated. I'm there to engage with your arguments and engage in a debate. Next day, I had a debate with Kylie. Now, I had thoroughly gone through all of Kylie's TikToks, understood pretty well what her arguments were going to be, and the stats that she based her arguments on, which were bullshit. Now, what was really interesting in the Kylie debate is that is a complete and total breakdown, step by step, of female manipulation, including trying to lay the groundwork, what clips were or were not going to be allowed to go out. I get into the studio. Kylie was sitting, I don't know, somewhere outside by the door. They come down, get us up in the studio, and I go and sit down in the chair so that I can get in the framing and all that, right? And when I do, she goes over to Brian and tells Brian says, you need to sign this appearance release, which I've signed. You know what I mean? And she was like, well, what's it say? And he's like, well, you can read it. It's just a pretty standard appearance release. She says that she's involved in a lawsuit currently with some other show or something like this because she didn't like how she was framed or something like this. And then she brought up that there was some type of AI, some artificial intelligence or some shit, which was releasing clips about her, something like that, right? I don't remember the exact context, but she was already talking about how she sued some other show. So I was not surprised when Brian said that she's threatening to sue him. That did not shock me a bit. That's how she basically opened. But let's review this. There's so much female manipulation tactics here. It's unfucking believable. When we get to my opening, she opens first.
Okay. They no. Now,
Andrew, if you'd like to give yours now.
Yeah, just a second. Let me back up here. There's one thing I wanted to address right in my opening. I've been going through Kylie's videos, and she knows so much which is not so. This is a big bait and switch. This happens often. I think I pointed this out to the Whatever podcast many times, especially when it comes to sociology and psychology, how often they are wrong. And here's how they're wrong most often. What they do is they take studies which are recently published, they point to those data sets and say, because this is right now the most current data set we have, it's true, and then operate as though those things are in reality true when they're not. Kinsey says, for instance, on gender quotas, according to, and she cites this, and many feminists cite this.
My name is, are you talking about?
So immediately, so I'm citing this Kinsey study, immediately Kylie interrupts the opening statement. Immediately. I didn't interrupt her once, by the way. She immediately interrupts the opening statement. It was designed for control of the conversation. She's pushing the boundaries and seeing what she can get away with and what she can't get away with right from the beginning. Jim Bob agreed with me that the weird guy's name is Count Wakovit. What the fuck? That's why she interrupted. The Kinsey study.
Oh, the Kinsey study.
Yeah, the Kinsey study, which you cite, right? And most feminists cite. Anyway, she interrupts it again as well. She interrupts it multiple times. Now, this is pretty common, right? You'll see these from these TikToker lunatics, right?
Even if you want to jump in, just let the other person finish speaking. If somebody's going on a monologue and they're filibustering, I'll try to get them to wrap up. But just,
by the way, don't make fun of me for being buff here, okay? Then don't make fun of me for that. The camera adds 100 pounds.
If they're making a point, just try to
150 pounds. Camera adds 150 pounds.
Let them finish.
No, I did not go to school for 4 years and build the platform to be talked to like this.
Yeah. So she starts. So this is where you start to see the emotional breakdowns. So the first thing is it's an appeal. She's saying, I'm super educated, right? I'm super educated. And so because I'm super educated, you know, I have a degree or a pedigree which needs to be respected, right? It needs to be respected because of blah, 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 blah. So my response to this, of course, is to mock her. That's my response, right? It's instant. You go, girl, right? I don't care about your pedigree. I'm not there to engage with however you think your pedigree needs to be treated. I'm there to engage with your arguments and engage in a debate. So generally speaking, when I use mockery like this, it de-escalates rather than escalates. Once people realize whatever your fucking bullshit is, I'm not going to put up with it. They actually generally lose interest in that, and you can get back to the debate.
Away from the microphone right now, and I would encourage you to get your guest under control. I'm going to take 2 minutes so you can ask him questions if you'd like, and I will be right back.
So this was, again, control, right? You will do this for me. Here's what's going to happen. And if this doesn't happen, there's going to be a serious consequence.
Because you run the show?
I just won't be back. And we already
I don't give a shit.
Right. So again, disarming tactic. Right? Whatever your threat
what do
is.
I care? I'm here to
whatever it is your threat is that you're trying to hit me with. In this case, I'll make myself scarce. In this case, it'll be, you're not going to be allowed to engage with me. I don't care about that. It's irrelevant to me. It literally means nothing to me. Wait a second. If you don't do this, then I'm going to leave. I don't care. And by the way, for those of you who are watching who are men, when women use this threat on you in your personal life, just let them go. Same way. Tell them the same exact thing. Okay, fucking leave. I don't care. Call it out. See if they actually do, or if they're just shit testing you. Do you do this or else? Call the bluff. Fucking do it then. I don't care.
Have a debate, not listen to your whining. Do you want to have a debate or not?
Right. So here, I'm explaining something which is super important. Right? Look, I'm not here to listen to your fucking bullshit. I'm here to have a debate. Do you want to do that or don't you want to do that?
All right. I'm not going to be talked to like this.
Well,
There we go. And how was she talked to? What did I actually say there that was so bad? While all these people get upset and say that I was being super mean,
try to get them to wrap up. But
tell me what I said here that was actually wrong, incorrect, or mean in some way.
Finish.
No, I did not go to school for 4 years and build a platform to be talked to like this. So I will be walking away from the microphone right now, and I would encourage you to get your guest under control. I'm going to take 2 minutes so you can ask him questions if you'd like, and I will be right back.
Because you run the show?
I just won't be back. And we already
I don't give a shit. What do I care? I'm here to have a debate, not listen to your whining. Do you want to have a debate or not?
Right. So the idea here is just, do you want to do this or don't you want to do this? Whatever your threats are, just don't mean anything to me. Do you want to do this or not?
All right. I'm not going to be talked to like this.
Well, do you want?
How was she talked to? How was she talked to, which was actually bad? How?
Do you want to just take a little 2-minute breather? Do you want to take a 2-minute breather?
This is feminism? You're the strong woman? You're the strong woman? Really? Whew, strong woman. I will not be talked to. Like what? What did I even say?
You know, I would.
I will not be talked to like that. Yeah, you will. What are you talking about? It's a debate.
Maybe
Then I have to listen to her. She walks away for 2 minutes. Then she comes back.
My dad.
Real women don't abort their children, lady.
My dad.
Real women don't abort their children.
So she starts by telling me what real men do or don't do when she finally gets back to the table. This is also, you'll see this in most debates I have with feminists, then moving into what real men are or aren't.
Then time it.
If she's in the middle of...
Time it. Give us 60 seconds apiece.
Now remember, I suggested the 60-second rule right here. If it will make her more comfortable, then we can do 60-second intervals.
Yeah, we
I suggested that.
could do that.
Yeah.
I'll propose that to her.
Just do 60
But I
seconds.
mean, I'm fine with keeping it open, but just if you're talking, and she interrupts you, I'll tell her not to. But if you can, just try to let her finish.
Yeah, but when anybody does the bullshit of like, I'm speaking, you know what I mean? Of course, there's going to be some.
Yeah, but try to let her finish if you can. But
Yeah, let's do 60-second back and forth.
That's fine with me. As long as
Remember, I suggested this.
there's some boundaries. Yeah.
You want to do that? 60 seconds back
Sure.
and forth?
That works.
Or if you guys want, we could give it another shot at just keeping it open combo.
Sure.
So why don't we do that? If the interruptions continue, you guys feel like you're not.
But I would like to just point out.
Wait. We have to set the rules first. No more talking. Yes.
We have to set the rules first. No more talking. Again, gambit for a power play of control where neither one of us actually have control in the situation. The host and moderator has control ultimately over the situation. But for some reason, she feels that it's necessary to once again assert that she's in control.
We will do 60 seconds
like
back
I'm
and
supposed
forth.
to be talked to like that, though, right?
No, 60 seconds back and forth. Or I will leave.
60 seconds back and forth or I will leave, as though she was the one who suggested this. But she never suggested it. It was my suggestion. For her comfort. To give her to do a 60-second back and forth. It's crazy because if you said that to me, I'd say, okay, let's debate then. You'd beat me, of course, but your challenge would make me want to debate you even more. Exactly. But now she goes back to the hostage-taking scenario. Yeah, either you do this or else. Even though it wasn't even her suggestion, it was mine. But for some reason, she needed it to be her idea. She needed it to be her suggestion. It couldn't be that Andrew was the one who suggested this for your comfort. He's an evil patriarchist lunatic, after all. The case of the matter is she needed to be the one who suggested this, and Brian was damn sure going to do it or else.
I'm so serious. We signed an agreement. If I appear
Fucking
here,
leave. I don't care.
we signed.
So once again, pointing this out, I don't give a shit. Your emotional hostage taking means nothing to me.
Why do you think I care if you
I'm
fucking
not
leave?
talking to you.
Hold on, guys.
I'm not
guys,
talking
guys.
to you.
Okay,
I'm talking.
Go ahead. What's your proposal?
My proposal, if we don't do 60 seconds back and forth, I will walk out right now. The agreement was that I appear. It does not say that I have to stay for 3 hours, so I will leave right now. Because I'm not going to be talked to like this. I mean,
Like what?
Like what? How was she talked to? How was she talked to, even in a way that was particularly negative? She had sat back down and just said, yeah, sure, we'll do the 60-second back and forth. That would have been the end of it. Couldn't do it. Had to be, this is going to be the terms. I'm in control. I'm in charge, or else.
Yeah. What?
real men.
Here we go. Feminists moving into telling you what real men do or don't do.
Oh, you're going to tell me what a
women
real
like
man
this.
is?
Well, Andrew.
My dad.
Real women don't abort their children, lady.
My dad.
See, that's always the best one to hit them back with when they tell you what real men do or don't do. Just hit them back with real women don't abort their children. That tends to put them in a really bad mood very quickly because most of them have.
Dad has the same political beliefs as you, and he would never talk to a woman
And my
like that.
sister
You
has
are
the same
embarrassing.
political beliefs as you, and she would never
you
dare
guys-
talk to a
look,
man like
guys,
that.
guys,
Like, what's your
hold on.
point?
Exactly. So this rejoinder is just pointing out, doesn't matter if there's some male in your family who you would ascribe to for the perfection of male behavior. I can make the same exact argument that my sister is the epitome of female behavior. You're not acting like her, therefore you're not a real woman. Fucking stupid, right? Makes no sense. It's nonsensical.
That makes no
Stop.
sense.
Andrew, can you stop?
Andrew,
In
that's really disrespectful.
furtherance-
Oh God, everything's disrespectful.
Andrew, stop.
You're such a crybaby.
Hold on, Andrew,
She was being a crybaby.
stop. In furtherance of ensuring that this debate actually occurs, let's set some ground rules.
Fair.
We got to allow people to finish their points. And Andrew, maybe you've said some mocking things towards her.
No, I have not mocked him at
Well,
all.
look,
She's not mocked me at all. You're not a real man because of X. That's not mocking, right? The idea that I was doing something which was not correct, right? It's a form of mocking as well. What these fucking people do, right? They lie with a straight face constantly. Constantly. Her whole demeanor leading up to this is condescending or mockery, not sure of the word, while you were having your opening statement. Well, it wasn't just that. Throughout the entire debate, we see this over and over again. Hey, Jim Bob, thanks for the raid of the Crucible. I appreciate it. Real men get all flustered and cry homophobe. Like Parker? Yeah, that's right.
No. I've stood up for myself.
I need to be fair.
And I will not be mocked. I have not said a word that is bad to you. I talked to you about your family in Michigan. I want to get to know you. This isn't about anything about me mocking you.
Yeah, so that was an early disarming tactic by her. When we were sitting at the table before the debate began, she asked about my home life, where I lived, this type of thing. Idle chit-chat, where I was, of course, nice to her. There's no reason to be mean to anybody. I wouldn't be mean to her in the debate if she hadn't been a completely insufferable bitch. But the disarming tactic often will happen of it's the getting to know you phase. And the idea there is, and you see this from a lot of feminists and a lot of women who utilize manipulation tactics. They're trying to express to you that they're secretly actually on your side. They actually really care about you. And you can tell because they took a vested interest in your life. Now, I know that this is a double-edged sword, and that most of the time that women are prying in order to get details of your personal life so that they can later weaponize it against you. That's most often why these people do this, especially those who are trained in psychology, who are experts and trained experts at that point in the art of manipulation, which I would express most psychology as the art of manipulation more than anything else. That's why I always just, whenever I make idle chatter, I'm just kind of very to the point, very nonchalant about it, right? Because I understand that this is both a disarming tactic and a way to glean information for later use against you.